October 2017. Paraholics.com was contacted by RTV out of Indianapolis to help them with a story on ghost hunting. So we were joined by Mandy Walker as we took her to two locations: an undisclosed and abandoned doctor's office, and also the Candlelight House in Franklin, Indiana. After a brief interview with myself and Mike Colwell, we wanted to take her through the procedures and the equipment that we use on a paranormal investigation. It was shortly after that shit got real. Okay, so basically everything that we do is experimental. After explaining the use of meters and how we use them to gauge the environment we do our sessions in, I went into explaining the pecking order of importance I view ITC responses and how a good old-fashioned EVP to me is still king of ITC and how it lends credibility to any ghost box replies. And we also took a selfie. The ghost box, that's a whole nother level within the whole ITC field that we were talking about. It's extremely controversial. Some people think it's amazing, some people think it's all junk, but it's something that we've learned to experiment with and have had some pretty crazy results. But even though the ghost boxes are cool and everything, it still does not kind of overrule just catching a good old fashioned like EVP out of a voice out of thin air. So, I mean, we could bring the ghost box in here and turn it on. We'd probably hear something that we could think, oh wow, that's something talking to us. But until you kind of establish and get like some EVPs and know you're kind of talking to something, then you can bring the ghost box and it kind of gives it a little bit more credibility.
Okay, that makes
So,
sense. That
yeah.
makes sense.
That's why I usually don't bust those things out first.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is get real quiet,
Okay.
and we're going to ask some questions and just see if we get any type of acknowledgement through any of our meters and equipment, and then we'll go back and we'll play the recording too.
Okay.
I mean, the worst thing you can do during an EVP session is whisper.
Okay.
So as long as we don't whisper, we're good.
Okay.
All right, I'll go ahead and get this recording here. All right, EVP session, doctor's office, the Mandy, Connor, Mike, and Matthew. Dr. Wright? What was that?
Heard that.
I did
It
too.
came over to the left, from the left of me.
Are you here, Dr. Wright? Do you remember me? Can you give us a sign that you're here? If you can hear my voice, can you come here and talk to me? What room are you in? If you're not Dr. Wright, can you still come and talk to us and tell us your name? There's these various devices on the floor that won't hurt you. They just light up if you get close to them and interact with them. And that let us see that you're here. Could you light something up? Do you remember Mike?
Doctor, are you seeing people without an appointment?
Dr. Wright, which room was your funeral in? case here, can you make a knock? Stop this recording too. We'll just play it back real quick.
Mandy Walker, Mike and Matthew. Dr. Wright?
Almost sounds like a doctor.
Are you getting up to that?
I found it noteworthy that we got that response during the initial knock at the beginning of that EVP session.
What?
It sounds like is there any reason why we couldn't hear that?
Yeah,
That-
you can't just at the decibel level that most of the responses come from. I mean, we can't hear them with our own ears, but it's just like with recorders and like the sampling rate and the ability to record, you know, and frequencies that we can't hear. That's why you're able to get, you know, more voices.
Right.
And it seems like some of these older recorders that have a little bit of that white noise, like that shh, it's like it provides them a little bit more material to kind of manipulate when they actually like form speech, because you're dealing with something that doesn't have vocal cords.
Right.
So a lot of times, especially these recorders, you won't get what is known as like a Class A EVP, which is like crystal clear, like a sing-song voice that, you know, you have no mistake in what it's saying.
Right.
But you'll get like these Class B and Class C EVPs that, I mean, you can tell that there's like a construction of speech, but you know, what it for sure says, I mean, you have to really kind of make up your own mind, you know?
Right.
But I definitely think there's a couple replies there.
The very beginning, I think he either said "what the" or something. I could definitely hear something.
Who's this
See,
doctor?
what is that?
Huh?
Who is that?
It could have been yes or a no. Yes. And if you notice, when we were doing the session, I mean, I was just holding this still. I mean,
Right.
I wasn't like fumbling around with it, and because a lot of times, you know, you'll hear things in EVP sessions that, you know, sound like it's right up on the microphone, and it's usually the investigator like fumbling with the
Right.
recorder. But I mean, I was just holding that thing totally still.
There
you
was
know?
something. There was something that was said in that.
I think so
recording,
too.
for sure.
Yeah. Want to do another one?
Yeah, let's do another one.
All right. See, the interesting thing about that, as noisy as it is right here, we didn't get any of that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was pretty cool.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
It's the moments that things don't happen that always add validity to when things do, and you're like, so something happened, you know?
Right.
Okay, third EVP session. Dr. Wright, did we hear your voice?
Dr. Wright, are there any kids here?
Okay, we're gonna play this back and hopefully we heard your voice. Any last message you have for us? Thank you.
That was the reply.
Yeah.
That was something.
That was something.
So that was like a 10.
Yeah, that
I have
was
to really listen to that and see.
Right. Yeah, it was something though. It was like some kind of response.
Several syllables.
Like a phrase, not just
Yeah.
a word. Interesting.
Yeah. And that session was less chatty than the first one.
Yeah, and it was
You know,
quieter.
it was quieter.
So fascinating.
So what do you think?
That was definitely really interesting, and I didn't even realize that we would get something the first session.
Let's go to the Candlelight
Yeah,
House.
let's go to the Candlelight
Yeah,
House.
let's do that.
Yeah.
So we packed up our gear and we headed to the Candlelight House. And after setting up for our first EVP session, we really got no vocalization through the recorder, but we did have some interesting call and response activity with a motion detector set up on the staircase. After investigating that, we went on to the next EVP
Where
session.
did you find a restroom a while ago? A tree?
Yeah. It's pretty cool to see the devices work when
Yeah.
we were just at the doctor's office and I mean
Nothing went off.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like
it's
super
like the same
active here.
devices all you know, I mean,
I'm scared to like go up those stairs because there was so much activity over there.
do it. If you walk up there and then you know
I'm gonna have Matthew do that first, and then I'm gonna follow him. I think that's what I'm gonna do. This is so cool.
Okay, we'll go back to Otho's room. We'll do EVP session and then a ghost box session.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds
They showed her the window where
Okay.
Otho's name got
What's
scribed
she
in.
saying?
Candlelight House owners Adam and Ella had told me the story about how the name Otho appeared on the glass pane in the house. They've been referring to one of the spirits residing there as Henry, and one day Otho appears on this glass pane. They found out that the last known resident of the Candlelight House was named Otho Henry Pritchard. It's believed that was his way of clarifying his name.
It's somewhere in one of these, but I can't see it for sure.
say Henry?
No, it's just like they do the letter O-T-H-O, or, but I can't see it, and I may not be showing you the right window.
Oh,
here back your flashlight up, Mike.
oh, I see it. It's right here. O-T-H-O.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Otho, are you here? What's the name of this house?
My name is Mandy. Is it okay that I'm here?
Can you say Mandy?
If you're here, you should have the kitchen pots move a little bit. Can you do that for us?
Can you make us breakfast?
Has anybody told you that it's 2017?
Alright, let's play these back.
Otto, are you here? What's the name of this house?
You like my ass? Can you make it breakfast? I'll put you like
What
oatmeal.
did I say?
Whoa.
Breakfast? Did he?
Can you make it breakfast? I'll put you like oatmeal. I'll put a bit break on it. They want to go get it in 2017.
That one, that was pretty.
Can you make it breakfast?
So maybe he doesn't
That
trouble.
makes help with breakfast.
Maybe he does.
Yeah. These next 3 ghost box sessions, I used a Geo box, an Andy's box PRD 1000, and the Emmett House box built by Jeff Fent and Andre's Ghost Boxes. It's amazing how many relevant historical names from the location came through these sessions. All right, live at Candlelight House. Can I say your name?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
With Mandy from RTV. I can't really see her right now. She's over there. And the infamous Mike Caldwell. And Michael over there. Mandy. And the intrepid Connor Kozlowski. And we get just doing a geobox session here. Anyone say hello? Did you say help me? Who are we speaking to?
Otho, is that you?
Otho, are you in this room with us? What's your middle name, Otho? What do they call this house? This house. Candlelight? Did you hear that? Is this the Candlelight House? How can we help you, Otho? Do you like me coming here speaking to you?
Is there anyone else here besides you?
No?
Who's here with you? Say 6? There's 6 others with you? Yes.
Yes.
Are they upstairs? Is your mother upstairs? Are you okay with us being? What's her name? You said it earlier in the EVP.
Who else is here?
my name? You remember my name?
Mike.
What's Adam call me? Evil Ogleville. That was my moniker for the podcast. Kind of makes you think of Jeb Bodart. Check it out.
Is there anyone downstairs?
Who's in the cellar? How many people are in this room? How many people? Same answer that I gave earlier. Otto, what's your last name?
What did you say? I said can't talk.
Yeah.
So you can't talk? You want me to turn on a different device?
Is that Matthew?
Are you in trouble?
Otto, do you have a message for anyone?
What is it?
Is there anybody upstairs? Who's up there? What are the names of the 6 people that are here?
Said Adam. What's Adam's wife's name? Okay, maybe they're not married, maybe they are. Just, heat of the moment. What's the name of Adam's wife? Can you tell me? Is your mother upstairs? Which bedroom? To the right or the left?
gonna turn on another device and see if you can speak through it, okay? Alright, let me go get it.
So, turn back on. You know, if there's any doubt in my mind, you toss it.
Right.
Because, you know, you want to have it right. You want to have your credibility.
Yeah.
You want to have your own credibility to yourself, to thy own self be true, I guess.
Of course, yeah.
I think you're full of shit.
As a Christmas goose.
Okay, so just so you know, I mean, all these boxes, when I say they have different personalities, it's just the sounds of them are so different. So we're gonna do the PRD.
Okay.
No perceived responses came through the PRD that day.
This is the one made out of the Emmett House wood that, you know, sometimes if we get a response, it might be something from the Emmett House. It may have nothing to do with the Candlelight House. So we'll just see what this does. Can anyone come through and say hi to this box? Who can come through? Avery, is that you? What's the name of this house? It's right with Candlelight House. Who are we speaking to? Who are we speaking to?
The dead.
The dead.
Yeah.
At the latest.
How many spirits are in this house? Can you tell me their names? What are their names? You know her name? Alright, we're gonna shut this down. We'll go upstairs and do another EVP session. You say goodbye? Mandy? Three. Thank you. It's a weird little box.
Matthew, don't you feel like at a different time, a different place, one box is more successful than the other?
Oh,
In other words,
absolutely.
that first one might be the most successful one here, yet when you're in the potter's field,
Mm-hmm.
down home, the metal one, I mean, it just
It
seems,
just
Yeah, it
depends.
just depends on
It
where
just
you are.
depends, yeah.
yeah.
That's why it's kind of nice to have options.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let's take the Geo box upstairs
Yeah.
and we'll at least do another EVP session.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
After years of conducting ITC experiments, I've grown a little frustrated in the lack of knowledge we seem to be able to obtain from communication with the other side. But now and then, you catch an EVP or get a ghost box reply that totally catches you off guard. Please pay attention.
Okay, Candlelight House, EVP session number 24. That's your belly?
My belly followed by my back.
Alright. This is the room of Otho's mother. Is she here?
That wasn't construction outside. Was that you?
Okay, we're gonna play this back.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much of her. Is it because it's light outside, or?
No, they shouldn't really play into it. I mean, you just never know. But I think there was at least that one good response on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
you just never know.
What we get and not get.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Plus, he's not been here for a while. I mean, is this,
Mhm.
You never know.
who,
We've still heard. Yeah, we've heard definitely some stuff
Can
about.
we try this on for a minute?
Yeah, let's turn it on.
Do you like talking through this device? Do you like talking through this device?
Is this Otho's mother?
I've said this before, but sometimes it seems like through a spirit box you can hear the spirits conversing amongst themselves. The content matter and the exchange that happens next is what really caught my attention.
Who all is in this room right now?
It's not a little kid's voice. Help you? What can we do? What do you need help with? Can you say the name of this house? You just need validation that we're talking to someone.
Thank you.
That's so crazy,
That's like distinct.
man. Are you stuck here? What? There's so much that you'll hear when you go back and listen to the video. You'll miss in real time. You might be shocked.
I'm not one to promote the concept that there's something evil inside the Candlelight House, but these next responses make me question that maybe there is, or maybe the ethereal residents that are there are just simply trying to scare us off, or maybe this type of work is a light that draws something malevolent in. I don't know.
You have a message for us? What happens after we die? What did that say? That's to tell him. Are you with God?
help?
Are there angels here?
Yeah. What's the next question?
There are angels here? Do you know St. Michael?
Please tell me you're that.
What is that?
Demon. I swear.
What is that?
I swear.
Are you a demon? Why would there be something evil in the Candlelight House?
Your Honor, I object to this line of questioning. I knew where this was going. Because when I cross over and you ask me questions, I'm lying like son of a bitch.
I know you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you recall any of our names?
I said Mike.
Hey, I have my name mentioned occasionally. Any way you can tell me who it is that's asking? You don't plan on seeing me anytime soon, do you? I'm not afraid to come there, I'm just not in a hurry.
Where's heaven?
Gee, that's, I thought it said Mike.
Where's heaven? You know you're not allowed to follow us, you have to stay here.
I know.
I know.
Damn. That's good.
Alright, well, we appreciate you trying to talk to us.
Thank you.
Can you say goodbye?
Bonjour.
Hasta la vista.
Morning crotches.
Alright. Well, thank you for communicating with us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We'll come back and see you sometime, alright? Tell Otho we say goodbye. If he's not listening.
Ken?
Alright, on the count of three. 1. Two, leave. 2. 3. Bye.
I mean, everything was like when you would ask questions, like sometimes they'd be like super quick to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you didn't know what it was that they were saying, you could tell they were trying to communicate something.
And I swear there are times that you get an answer to a question before you even ask it.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I try not to have any preconceived answers of what I anticipate in mind because, or I'll try to think of something wrong or something different or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to test it, you know?
Right.
So, I mean, thoughts are energy, and a lot of people think that this stuff can read your mind and play into it. So,
Wow.
I'm open to all possibilities, so I try to be mindful of all that.
Well, you've definitely convinced me, that's for sure.
Upon leaving the house, I was completely unaware of the session that I just recorded and the complex concepts that I would be forced to face. For example, when I was asked, "Did we die?" it almost seemed to later ask if I had died too, and if that's how we are able to establish a line of communication. So how we're perceived on their side of the veil versus how they're perceived on our side, there still seems to be a huge disconnect. So there's a lot of work to do, and I hope to further my research in the Candlelight House.